Happy.
We're happy.
Are we going left over here?
Yeah, no, we're going left, yeah. I can't find Greg and Lucky.
Well, no, you're not going to find it on the radio. It's online.
Oh.
Season 2, episode 11. Welcome to the happy hour.
Yes. Hello. How's it going? Another episode, another day.
Yes, we hope that you are good, and we hope that we can make you feel a little bit happier with this podcast.
Yeah, we had a bit of a shaky start. I've got to be honest. I'm excited about the podcast. We had a shaky start. The camera's not working. I don't know what's
We're going to have to fire Jim and Jeff again. The two technical guys have been doing a terrible job again.
Yeah.
We'll work on it.
Well, we'll make it happen. Listen, the video might look to you and you're like, you guys don't look the same. You look a little more tanned or less, or I don't know. I'm not a camera technician.
You're looking pretty good there. Lucky's wearing a stylish dad jersey from Woolies. White. It doesn't have
Is this from Woolies,
any
though?
coffee stains on it.
Oh my God, I've got a chocolate stain. My son.
No.
My son.
Oh, yes, yeah, my son.
Right,
My son caused the stains on the shirt.
Yeah.
A lot coming up for you in the podcast. I got a story about drugs and deceit.
That's always a good story. Sounds like it's, as long as you're not in the story.
No drugs, no deceit for me.
Yeah. I don't know how people could do crime. Like, it's so stressful. You're on the edge 24/7. Like, you're just it's literally a countdown to when you're gonna get caught. Because you're gonna get killed. Because you're always, and what's gonna happen is you start crime. And then, like, you enjoy it because the money's coming in. Then you're like, okay, but I need bigger territory. Then you encroach on someone else's. That's when the gangland starts. And then it's about when you're going to die. Like, it's not like, it's like, that's it. You know what I'm saying? So it's really, and the whole time.
So you've considered this as a career?
I've thought about it. I've thought about it.
We'll get into that.
Yeah.
Got some of the regulars. A surprise, you say. We don't have game changers today.
No, we don't have game changers. We've got a surprise for you and for you, the viewer and listener. But we've got a surprise. That's quite cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll get into that. We'll also go through some things that have been happening in the news.
Oh, yes. Yeah, the news is... I was thinking about it the other day. When COVID wasn't happening, the world was filled with 100% of, like, so it had 100% full content going all the time. So things were happening and people were living, and because people were living, things were going on. So people were going out, then stories would happen, then those stories would go into the news, then us as people that are on radio. So
there'd be some Jim who's like, I'm going to swim under 30 meters of ice to raise awareness for breast cancer.
So the content world was filled all the time.
Now everybody's sitting in their home.
So, so for us now, like, to find stuff and to hear about, like even when I do the show on the weekend, I'm like, whew, and that's a weekend show. There's
You've had the whole week of content.
Exactly. And, like, I think it's also
maybe you just shit at your job.
I think it's also because we haven't been living our lives. Like, this weekend, I was quite wild. Like, I went out Saturday, Sunday, Monday, even Monday. My wife's like, okay, listen, this is enough now. Like, we need to just go. I even said, let's relax at home. Sure. Ended up having beers with the neighbor. It was another story. Anyways, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is the guy who about 3 weeks ago was saying, stay at home.
Stay at home,
Don't go see people.
Stay at home.
I saw this.
Curb the...
Stop the
Obviously, the enthusiasm.
Well, you would be curbing enthusiasm. Do you have any real reason to feel good?
I think I've got a reason to feel good because of the surprise.
Feel happy.
I'm excited. To feel happy. I'm happy. The surprise is going to be exciting.
Oh.
Yes, yeah. So that's quite cool. And you?
Okay. I told you I was excited with work. I told you that I'd gone away for a weekend.
Yeah.
I've earmarked some items I'm going to buy when I have a salary.
Okay.
So I'm excited. I'm excited with the expectation. A few essentials.
Yeah.
Underpants.
Okay, that's sad. Okay.
I need to get new clothes.
Yeah.
A lot of new clothes.
Yeah, you do.
So now my reason to feel happy is maybe a reason to feel sad.
I actually bought clothes on the weekend and it felt so good, bro. It felt So it also felt better because
Your wife
my
bought
put
it
it
for
on
you.
put it on her account, so that was cool. But like, it felt good to have nice, neat. I'm not wearing any of them, but it felt really nice.
No,
to be
I
like,
can see.
touche, sir, touche. Okay, so
Okay.
yeah, so
So
clothes.
that's exciting. So
Yeah.
that's exciting. That's something I want to get a new book. There's a new book that I've earmarked.
Okay,
So there's a few things that I'm excited to buy.
yeah, okay. Well, that's good. That's good. That's good. The thing about books, they cost different prices, right?
Yes.
But no, listen. The reason I'm saying that is the cool thing about Amazon's audiobooks is you pay a monthly subscription every month, and then you can get a book with that one credit, which is actually really cool. Because if you think about it, if you could pay Amazon $400 or $300, no, it's like $300, $300 every month, and whatever book you wanted, you could get for a credit, you would, right? Wouldn't that be cool? No,
Yeah, no, I don't like being tied into a subscription service.
No,
because now you're tied into
no. So the thing is, the reason I'm saying that is because like I was
You're
like,
saying one credit for 300 rand rather than this book's 500 rand.
this one's
this
300,
book's 200
this one's
rand.
200. Yeah. Because like I was like, you know what? I really want David Goggins paperback. Like I want his book on.
It's expensive. It's like 1.5 or
It's
something.
like, fuck, I was like, did you carve these papers out of your own skin?
It has to be imported.
I know, but I mean, geez.
You don't know who David Goggins is.
The Lord and Savior.
He's an intense Navy SEAL.
I was listening to Joe Rogan last night. I was like, let me try to get some inspiration because nothing else worked. Let me try to get inspiration from, like the show or whatever. And I was listening to Joe Rogan.
You're looking at competitor number one.
Competitor number one.
We're coming for you, Joe.
Okay, buddy. So I'm listening to Joe Rogan. He's talking to.
Bro, he left YouTube because of us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we were encroaching on his territory.
Yes,
And
exactly.
he said it was that.
So death's just coming around now.
So he was chatting to the sniper guy, the Lone Ranger.
Okay.
So you know they made a movie. Mark
Yes,
Wahlberg was in
yes,
it, and the Lone Ranger, and the guy got left in the mountains,
And then he had to survive.
and he survived, whatever. So this guy's a Texan. He's a Texan. Now, for those who don't know, Joe Rogan has left LA and has moved to Texas. He left LA to move to Texas, and he's living in Texas, and he's loving it.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, so when he speaks, when his recent podcast, when he chatted to Elon Musk, he talks about how living in Texas it's changed his life in a way that he can't even explain. So now he's living there and he's speaking to this guy who's the Lone Ranger, and this guy, he asked this guy to tell a story. But I've always had a perception about Texas people because I've always had the idea, I was like, oh, Texas,
Borderline racist.
Like you're borderline racist, but they love football. So if you can play football and you're black, you're okay. You know what I'm saying? This guy, Greg, I highly recommend, obviously when you're not watching our podcast or listening to ours, go and just watch it. This guy is, it's not what I expected. He has the mind. If everybody thought like this Lone Ranger guy, and it's not like David Goggins. You gotta get it. You gotta do it. We gotta be strong. He talks about David Goggins. He's like David Goggins phones him and he's like, hey man, Tyrell, what you doing? He's like, I'm just chilling. He's like, are you getting soft? He's like, no, motherfucker, I'm just relaxing. Like I need to relax.
Are you getting soft?
Dude, it's so good. He's like, David is hectic. Like I love him, but he's crazy. Like he needs to relax. Like sometimes, but he's like, you need those guys. You need those guys that are like, and then you need like the middle guys, like me. I'm just
I like to think of it like your body corporate or your neighborhood.
Okay.
You need the person who's intense, who's going to like phone the municipality and be like, why haven't you mown the lawn in the park?
Yes. Yeah.
I don't necessarily like it,
and I don't want to be it,
but I need it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so you
All right,
recommend go watching it?
I really think it though. It's
So what's it, Joe Rogan and Tyrell something?
I'll find his name for you, but it's just if you type in the Lone Ranger guy, you'll come up. But it's I've never like this oak. If Texas was run by him, I would go live in Texas any day, brother.
They wouldn't let you in.
No, no, he's cool. Check it out. It's really good.
Okay,
it's really good.
excellent.
Obviously, not when you're doing.
Go
ours.
watch other podcasts.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, let's get it down. If you can't add meaningful value to somebody's life, what do? You get them a gift.
Why? That makes no sense.
Well, I see a gift bag over here on the couch, and I feel like you are trying to buy me off.
No. So, listen.
There is a gift bag.
2020. Oh, sorry. 2020 has been tough. Okay, we all know that. Experience it.
Yeah.
Then 2021 came. 2020's sister, and she even tougher. Okay,
Venomous.
but yeah. We were preparing because we're doing this like other thing for someone's job for somebody else. This guy was talking about his side hustle. And he's like, yo, my side hustle's like really picked up and it's helped me. And I'm like, yo, bro, so many people talk about the side hustle story. And I'm like, I'm really jealous of them that I didn't get my side hustle or a side hustle going to make something, whatever. But Greg and I have always said we were going to do this and we never did it and whatever. But because technically because of two reasons. Because every time we do something like this, Greg's like, oh, no, we'll just give it to people. Or, hey, yo, why don't you have it? And I'm like, no. So I've made something, okay, for us, but we are not going to give these away.
It's not a gift. You're not buying my love.
No, I'm giving this to you, but we're not going to give this to anyone. This is going to be our Greg and Lucky's new side hustle. Okay, this is what's going to bring in, so we can get better coffee, not Lucky's homemade.
I'm not performing at kids' parties.
No. But it is. We had the beanies last year.
Yeah, I love the beanies.
The beanies, we'll still give the beanies away.
Winter's coming around the corner.
Winter's coming around the corner. But this is going to be the new side hustle for Greg and Lucky. And I made this because I was like, this will be cool. I've always wanted these. And would you like one? Would you like one? Would you? Are you listening now? Are you thinking? Are you watching? Are you going, I would dig
What is
one.
it?
What is it? That's the thing. Well.
Oh, jeez. Oh, man. He's been trying so hard to make the snapback happen. Oh, he's been trying hard to make the Greg and Lucky snapback happen.
Here we go. Pounds. There you go right there, brother. Hey? There you go.
I can never, ever pull off a snapback.
But you can obviously fold yours. You're allowed to
Can I
fold
bend it?
You can bend
It looks very cool, bro. Very cool. Well done. I think these are very nice.
Yeah.
So what are you going to do? Try and milk our poor audience for a little bit more.
So listen, this is the
Does
thing.
Joe Rogan have merch?
I don't know. I think no. He's got other deals. But the thing about it is I've always said I think like if we had Greg and Lucky merch, if people were interested, we should do it. Now people were interested in the shirts and we never really got to do them. But it's actually quite expensive to make shirts and like you need a certain amount of orders for it to be cheaper. The more orders, the cheaper it is, whatever. And Greg and I are not trying to be millionaires, but 10 rand a shirt extra, that's fine, or whatever. But I'm thinking the more people we get who want these hats, and I think we're just going to start off with black with white logo.
Yeah.
As you can see right there with the logo, boom, boom. I'll put a picture of it. Then we will.
Models not included.
Only in America, eh? like when they say things like that on like when you buy stuff, like sometimes you open like a TV thing. Like we bought this TV and inside it said, this product is not to be eaten. And I'm like,
yes, it's a television.
Why would you say that to someone? Why would you write that? And I think it's because of the American audience. Yeah. It's like, okay, this is not candy.
We're the most obese nation in the world, and you can't eat it. Maybe it's a good warning.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a good warning.
Yeah. But listen, they're really high quality hats. I went for the highest quality we could get. Great. And the only thing about this is that if you know the Greg and Lucky logo, you'll know that our established in 2013 was too small to embroider in here. So they took that off. And you know what I realized last night I should have done? I should have put Greg and Lucky here.
Great. More regrets.
More what?
Regrets. More regrets.
No, it's
so you've wasted money.
No, Bianca was like, it costs more. Because you got to make the embroidery machine.
Oh, you had to get your wife to finance this deal.
She was like, no.
Thanks, Bianca.
Yeah,
I appreciate that.
But yeah, so listen, if we can get
available on our non-existent website, you cannot buy these.
I'm thinking if more people, so I think we try to get to 50. 50 is a good number.
50 people interested in a hat.
In a hat, then I'll say, okay, cool, let's make it.
But it's winter. Why aren't people interested in a beanie now?
Because we have the goddamn.
Okay, I really like it. Thank you for putting in the effort. It just feels like though You
Bend
only
yours a bit more because I know you don't like snap.
you only put no, but it's designed as a snap.
No, but snapbacks, they built the bend. These are you just need to bend them like the way you want it, and then it's ready to go. Yeah, there we go. That's a normal hat.
I mean, if I had a bigger head with more brain,
You can close the the loop at the back.
Yeah,
You know,
I'll work on it. I'll work on it.
Do you know how hats work?
It's been a while since I've worn one.
Yeah, you don't wear hats at all, eh?
I prefer to burn.
Do you like on the beach? You're not like, oh, let me take a hat with.
I get the whole brolly. I'll sit under the brolly in the shade. These are very cool. Thank you, brother.
Yeah. So whoever's interested, let us know.
What's our price range on this?
No, I don't know. That's the thing. It's the more.
Well, I mean, how much do they cost to make?
they were quite pricey because I only made 2.
Oh, okay. I see what you did.
So like that was 600 for 2.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, hell's teeth.
Because remember, it's so what happens?
Yeah, volume. It's volume.
But also what happens is this thing over here, this thing which is the embroidery thing, whatever. They make that once off. And then you can print 2 or you can print 2,000.
Yeah. But
so
for them to make
that thing was 250. But now I said to them, okay, but now that I've made it, will you keep it? They're like, no. When you go and you do it again, it's another new number.
Okay, so what you're trying to say is these are super limited edition, and there's probably only 2 in the world.
Yeah, there's literally 2 of these in the world.
Okay.
Yeah. So the more people want, listen, I think if we get to a number 50, I'm going to say, cool, let's make it happen. And then I'm going to work out a price that's reasonable for everyone because nobody, also the thing is, if you go to the shops, these things are like I think the max is 2. Like I won't pay for more than $250 for a hat. Because a hat, you know, I'm not buying life insurance here. That's reasonable, I think. I mean, you don't buy hats, but I buy a lot of snapbacks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well, cool.
Yeah.
Green Lucky slapbacks.
Snapbacks.
Snapbacks. Not available anytime soon. Let us know if you want. All good things must come to an end. And sometimes even bad things must come to an end.
Yeah.
When the internet first started out, Google was at the forefront. Another player in the game was Ask Jeeves, where you would type in and then Jeeves the butler would go and find you your thing in the search engine.
So was Jeeves an entire search engine?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And then the next one was Yahoo.
Yeah.
Yahoo had a page called Yahoo Answers, which was pretty much...
Yeah, that's pretty much what they were known for. Nobody knows them for anything else other than...
They got Yahoo Mail.
Yeah, but Yahoo
And
Mail.
their search engine, which I think...
MSN, you know.
Yeah.
Hi, can you just send it to my Yahoo Mail, please? Okay, yeah, what year is it? Hey?
Yahoo Answers
Yeah.
was a great place. You could ask a question and then anyone could answer.
Yeah.
And then the best answers were voted up.
Yeah. So the best answer was usually at the top, but then you had to read the 3 or 4 answers underneath because they were actually pretty hilarious. But also, isn't it the question some of the people asked?
7 years ago, the question, why does my cat vibrate, was asked. So I just got a cat a few weeks ago, and every time I pet it, it will start vibrating. Like, what the hell is wrong with it? I'm getting really worried, guys. Do I need to take it to the vet? Does someone know what's going on? This is really starting to freak me out. The favorite answer: why and how have you got a cat? You know nothing about cats. That is called purring. Then the trolls come in.
Yes.
Why did you take out the batteries or twist it to off position and that should stop it?
Oh my God. Why the hell do you have a cat? And, you know, it sounded like when you're reading it that it's like someone's family member that said, Jim, why did you get a cat?
Why?
Oh,
Why did you have a cat? So Yahoo Answers closing down. They're coming to an end. So I've got a couple good ones. Listen to this. Can I tell by the smell of my husband's gas if he's been cheating? I know it sounds crazy, but my husband usually has his own smell. The family knows it when he passes gas, even tries to blame the dog. We know his smell. Lately, he's had to work late a few times, and each time he comes home, and his gas has smelled unlike anything I've ever smelled on him. Kind of like maybe he had Thai food or something. He He says he's only been at work and not anywhere else. But something is definitely different. Do you think he's cheating? The favorite answer. You're not crazy. My mother, who's been married 4 times, caught 3 of her past husbands cheating by the smell of their rectal gas. By the information you've given, he's been with approximately 27.1 other women just in your marriage alone. See an attorney immediately. Also, very important, keep a plastic bag near you when you go to bed at night. When he passes gas, collect the gas in a bag and seal it immediately. This trapped gas will act as evidence in the divorce trial.
So that feels being
That is being a troll. 100%.
That is. So now this poor woman is going to trap this man's gas, get an attorney, and then go to the attorney. No, smell it. Smell it.
This is another woman.
This is definitely another woman.
And then you see,
man, please,
then,
get away from me.
then somebody who's reasonable is like, no, you can't tell if somebody's been cheating. The kind of food you eat has the effect on the methane, nothing else.
Oh my gosh, shame. Americans are
I think it's mostly Americans that we're dealing with here. This is one of my favorites. Can a laptop get heavier if I put more files on it? One of my friends said to me, do you know that the more stuff you download, the heavier your laptop gets? Every gigabyte you download adds 100 grams to the laptop. Is this true? Personally, I think this is ridiculous because I know a decent bit about computers and my friend doesn't. But can a laptop get physically heavier the more stuff you download? I mean, seriously, doesn't data in the hard drive have virtually no weight?
the first answer.
The first answer voted the favorite. Yes, it is actually true. The data on the hard drive is stored on very tiny magnetic cells, which take the values of a bit, 0 or 1. By creating a sequence of such bits or data, whether it's a photo or MP3, then the more bits are created. Most people believe that data has no physical weight and say that it's all virtual. It simply cannot be measured physically. Those people are wrong. Then it just goes on in this long scientific equation.
God.
And it sources my personal knowledge and experience. Then second answer, no, you can add as many files as you want, videos, whatever it is, it won't get heavier.
Oh, no. I mean, how?
It was a simpler time when the internet was so dwarf.
No, but that's a thing now. I think we've gone like it's dwarfer. You know, it's not even a word, but it's gone worse.
Yeah.
Like now people are just more conscious of like, let me not say that on the internet.
I've actually had to phone a good friend of mine's mother. And I was like, hey, Lucy.
I saw your Facebook post and
and take that down. That is wrong. And she was like, oh, I'm normally very good at this. Sorry. She did take it down.
What did she? Did she ask a question?
It was fake news.
Oh, yes. Oh, fake news. Oh, man. Oh, that's the best.
So there you go. The trolls were already starting back then. That question was asked 10 years ago.
That is hilarious.
Computer get heavy.
That's
So they're getting rid of it. They're getting rid of the whole website.
So what are they just going to delete it?
Yeah. Rats.
They should make a book. Nah, Pixar don't read books anymore. It's like, no, they don't. But it will be funny. Like, it's such a funny. Surely you can do something with that content. Like, it's such good content. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's something that could be done with that. I'm sure movies or like that. Do you remember that? Do you remember that Twitter profile? Things my dad says.
Yes.
That became a TV show
And a book.
and a book. Yeah, and a book. Then there's, I think, the bit from Apartment 23 that was also spun off a Twitter thread or something like that. Like it people just go, oh, that's and that show was really good. Like that could, I don't know. I mean, I don't know what show it would be, but that's funny stuff. Can't just let that funny just be deleted. The aliens come and they attack us. If they read that, they'll be like, oh, these are so stupid. Let's leave them.
Let's cull them.
So if you're a musician and you're over the age of 27, you haven't made it, whew, maybe give up.
Well, I mean, if you're 26
Yeah.
and you're making it and you're doing really well, you're going,
Oh,
next year I could be gone.
That's could be a Ghana for me. Yeah. Now, if you know what we're talking about, the 27 Club is a very
sad club to be a part of.
It is. But was it Kurt Cobain who came up with it?
No one came up with
No.
it.
But
It's a conspiracy theory.
that he says that, nothing, like you don't need, all the good things happen before you're 27. And he killed himself.
I don't know if that was specifically he said that.
Oh, okay. No, okay. Well.
Anyway, but lots of artists have died at the age of 27. So I think Janis Joplin, Jimi Hendrix,
Kurt Cobain,
Amy Winehouse.
So, whatever. So there's a brand new thing called the Lost Tapes of the 27 Club. It's on YouTube, and I'll put a clip of it in here for us to do that. I actually forgot to apologize to you just before I continue. I was supposed to apologize to Greg in the beginning of the podcast. I was supposed to put Greg's wedding video in last week, and I didn't. I realized the video played out, and then I was like, oh, I was missing something. I was like, what am I missing?
Ooh, let me make a hat. I can't remember what that was.
Isn't it the worst when you got to think of something? You're like, okay, what? And you're like, well, let me get on. And then you get on with something else. And then like when you see the person, you're like,
Rats.
Okay. Yes, it is. Let me make that. Anyways. So there's a thing's called the Lost Tapes of the 27 Club. And this is what I believe is pretty much the end of us. Because Boston Dynamics, if you've been living under the rocks, is a company, and
we've spoken about it on the podcast before about the dog,
the
delivery dog.
Yeah,
delivers the carcasses
of the human race.
Yeah.
So the Boston Dynamics is definitely, and this now is going to be. This is incredible. So the Lost Tapes of the 27 Club is what they've done is they've created artificial intelligence that have taken Jimi Hendrix, that have taken Kurt Cobain, and
Amy Winehouse,
and they've taken all these songs. They've listened to it, all of it. Like listen to the way it's written. AI. So Nirvana's written. They did three albums before he died, and they've now written lyrics for them.
For new songs. Then what they did is, like Nirvana would have written the songs, they've gotten a guy who's a Nirvana cover band. And Greg, the song is incredible. It's if you are a Nirvana fan and you're like, man, I just wish there was more Nirvana music. Like this is like Tupac. It's another song. It's incredible. It's epic. Like it's on point, bro. Yeah, just bring it up here. Well, no, I want to find out when Tupac died.
He died in 1997.
Yeah, I know, but how old was he?
He's up.
How old was Tupac when he died?
Tupac Shakur was 25 years old when he died in 1990.
Just missed the club.
But just do me a favor, just YouTube Nirvana's Lost.
Yeah, but they'll shut us down. They'll shut us down for the clip.
It's fine, yeah. But yeah, it's really incredible.
Interesting.
And dude, it's like I listened to it yesterday and I was like, wow, that's actually really like that could be a new song. Now, these artificial intelligence, this program that's been written, they're now going to do Amy Winehouse, they're going to do Janis Joplin, they're going to do all those stars, and then people they're going to find. So this guy that did the Nirvana song, he obviously sang it, but he didn't write the songs, and it is boom, like on point. It's scary. Like it's scary the stuff we're doing with artificial intelligence. Yeah.
I came across a thing of artificial intelligence pickup lines.
What the hell is artificial?
So they I don't know, they put through rom-coms, and they put through like books like that, and they made it machine learn about these things.
Oh, yes. I heard
And the
about
pickup
this.
lines were terrible.
What were they?
didn't-
Was it nothing that worked?
No, it was understandable, but like I think one of the artificial pickup lines was like, "Your face is pretty. I want it."
The girl's like,
Actually, back up.
I was watching one of our Greg and our favorite shows is Always Sunny in Philadelphia, and one of the main characters, he's very handsome looking, but he becomes kind of creepier when he gets
He's a
angry.
psychopath.
He's pretty much a psychopath. And he's trying to pick up this one girl, and he's at the bar, and he's like a bit tired, and like, you know, so he's not really thinking clear, and he says to her, "Would you like some hard candy?" So I thought about this. There's no person that could ever pull that line off that would make it sound sincere, except one group of people, and that's grandmothers. So if a woman, if you in a shop and a woman came up to you and said, "Hey, would you like some hard candy?" You'd be like, "What? No, I'm good, thank you." Man to woman, obviously, sounds very weird. Man to kid, definitely no go. Never say, "Would you like hard candy?" to children.
No, don't do that.
Also, woman to children, also not. But grandmothers, it actually works.
Yeah, it does.
A grandmother could pull it off. "Hey, son, would you like some hard candy?" "Yes, I'd love some, Granny. Thank you." Yeah.
Yeah, but she's not trying to hook up with you.
No, she's not.
But
She's
she
not.
does sometimes give a wet kiss.
Yeah. It was funny enough. It's never your grandmother. It's always like the granny's like friend.
Just close the
"Hello,
mouth.
boy. I haven't seen you
Close
in
the
years."
mouth, Beryl. Drugs, sex, alcohol.
It's a good combination.
So recipe for a great movie.
Night.
Great night.
Actually,
it actually is.
I don't know why I'm saying that. I've never had drugs and
Sex
drugs,
and alcohol.
Sex and alcohol. 2 to 3. I'm a 2 to 3 kind of man. I'm a 2 to 3.
I'm all or nothing. I joke. Makes for a good movie.
Yeah.
When you're watching a movie and it says NVL,
Nudity, violence, language.
nudity, violence, and language. Also, put the kids to bed.
Yeah.
Got a goodie coming up.
Mom and daddy gotta watch some good stuff.
Okay,
Yeah.
I've got one that is drugs. Okay, no, actually, it's just drugs.
Okay.
Okay,
All right.
story just about drugs.
Okay. All right.
Really,
Really help us out.
but this is a true story
Oh, nice.
that happened about a month ago, and is currently still in development, and it has happened in Europe.
Yes.
Okay, so what is the one problem rich people all have?
Too much money.
Yes. So what do?
Drugs.
They sniff it up their noses.
Yeah.
Cocaine, wildly popular all around the world.
Yeah. So it's cocaine is known as, if you don't know, if you're living under a rock or you're ignorant, it's the rich man's drug. So like they say, like, oh, weed is.
Oh, you
for
can get cheap versions.
That's
as well.
called crack. Yeah, that's what's called cocaine.
Okay. Anyway, lots of money to be made off that.
Yeah.
Lots of money to be made. One place in Europe where a lot of cocaine goes,
Colombia. Oh no, Europe.
Belgium.
Oh, okay.
So no, Belgium has a port that is one of, I think it's the 5th largest port in the world.
Mm.
And only 2% of the cargo trucks, the cargo containers,
Yeah.
get inspected.
Oh.
So if you're a drug dealer, you're going to go, I'm sending my cocaine there.
Why do you know that?
This is what I read in this article.
Okay, no. So, but if you know that, I mean, you read it in the article, but then surely they got to up the game.
Yeah, somebody's going to need up.
Y'all got to need to check some more
But
crack.
you're going to see now there's a gravy train. here.
Okay. I'm just okay. Yeah.
Okay, so what happens on the gravy train? The only reason they find out this information
Oh.
is because there's a huge crackdown. Not crack.
Sting.
In Belgium and all around Europe, Netherlands, France, they start catching drug dealers with a phone that doesn't have their GPS enabled, doesn't have a camera, and the only thing on the phone
There's one number.
is one app.
Oh.
So
Yahoo answers.
They
How do I get drugs?
It's an app called Sky something. Okay.
Oh, okay.
This is a legit app made by a Canadian company. The company
The Canadians.
has created the app. On their website, they say for CEOs and for high-powered figures. It has a 30-second messaging system that you send a message, and then in 30 seconds it disappears.
Oh.
That's it.
If you're gonna do drugs, that's the app for you.
Exactly.
So it's
But
for CEOs.
Your legal clientele only. Anyway.
It's called Sky.
Yeah.
Okay.
Something like Sky CC or something. Yeah. Anyway. This app starts, so they catch one guy, they're like, oh, well, whatever. Catch another guy.
The pattern starts.
Now they're
repeating.
going, oh, hold on. There's,
Message comes, message goes.
yeah.
Message, yeah.
So the thing is they can't get the messages.
Because she gone.
She gone.
Yeah.
So they go and they get people to come and try break the system.
Oh, like hackers, like
Yeah,
kind of trying to, okay.
yeah.
Retrieve the messages.
Yeah. They break the encryption.
Okay.
Or at least according to them, they break the encryption. Shipment comes in. They know about it, make a bust. Shipment comes in, they know about it, they make a bust.
Oh, wow.
This happens a few times. Then, obviously, the criminals are going, I think there's something wrong with the app. You know?
Now somebody's in Canada's legs are going to be broken.
The popo let it ride a little bit. The company in Canada releases a PR statement saying, we will offer a $5 million reward to anyone who can hack the encryption. Don't worry, we haven't been hacked.
Meanwhile, in Europe.
Yeah. So the company is saying we have not been hacked.
Yeah.
Crooks go, okay, fine. I mean, they're offering a $5 million reward.
Yeah.
Let's get back to using the app, boys.
Yeah.
They coordinated the biggest crackdown and organized crackdown in European police history. So it was over the Netherlands, France, and Belgium.
Yeah.
I think it involved something like no, I'd be lying now, but there's different numbers. I think there's 77,000 users of this app.
Okay.
And I think 98% of the users of the app are using it for criminal activity. Well, this is the speculation from the article.
Okay.
They go, so now the police have gathered so much information. They plan this crackdown across the 3 countries. 5 o'clock in the morning, they bash down the doors of the crooks all at the same time.
Yeah.
So that they can't message each other.
Yeah.
And say,
Get out,
we've
go.
been
Yeah.
had. They catch them. Huge bust up. Like big crime lords.
Biggest bust ever.
Yeah. Well, in European
History.
European history. The app says, nah, they haven't cracked the app. We still offer the reward. The Belgian police commissioner says, we have cracked the app. I will send my bank account details to them. They can give us the 5 million rand reward.
Really?
Yeah.
Jeez.
So I think this is all on the go, but apparently like dark underworld, like, you know, you'd go to a shop and you'd be like, I'd like the coconut oil. And then someone would be like, oh, the coconut oil? Yes, the coconut oil. And then you'd be able to get the phone with the app installed on it. And
then you can see the messages,
well, then you'd have to be set up and
But
put
surely they must give the phone or the messages to the top rank guys. Don't give it to hey, just be at the docks at 7. Why 7?
Oh,
shut up
so-
and ask.
so that's
why
the
are you
thing.
asking questions? What are
That's
you, the boss?
the thing. You were asking about apparently dock workers, harbor masters, all involved in the organized crime.
Jeez, how many millions are
And
like?
and I don't know the numbers. But if the one shipment was just 15 million euros, I mean others. The app still maintains that they haven't been jacked. They say that the police somehow circulated fake phones with a fake version of the app, with a mirror version of the
Canada,
app.
Just
Like you had.
we got you. Like it's over. It's like Trump. Like you've lost, bro. Just let it go. Just give us.
What do you think of that, though?
That is a cool story. That's cool. That's gangster. That's a good movie because that's easily. Like, I mean, I don't know what it's going to be called, but that's everybody pretty much lost. I'm talking about the criminals, obviously, because of this app.
Yeah.
Like, there was some small.
But now I was thinking about, how do you do crime then? How do you do crime if you can't do it via WhatsApp? Do you have to have messengers? Maybe you get a bunch of bike messages to ride around on bicycles and be like, it's coming in tonight.
That's why, and it's so strange. It's weird. I always think, because you always hear about it in America, they've got burner phones. You can literally buy it like at a clicks, and it's got a SIM card in it, and it's got a thing, but it's not. So you don't have to have what we call what is that thing? When we reached
Rika.
we didn't have to. You don't have to Fika your phone. Fika.
Rika. You Fika your financial documents.
Oh, Rika. Okay, Rika. But yeah, like you can just get it's like do you want to start crime? Because that's how you get crime to start. Like that's.
I've heard of a friend of mine made a burner laptop.
Oh, how.
So like, I don't know. So it can access the internet, but then you just like throw it away, kind of thing.
Yeah. Because the thing about the problem is,
and he was doing it for fun. He was like, let me see if I can get round the system.
Yeah.
And then he made it.
Fun.
Yeah, fun. And then he made it, and he was like, oh, this is actually quite dark.
Like it's very dark.
I'm going to stop. I'm going to stop. I'm going to stop.
But
doing
then
this.
the thing about it is, the problem is why you're getting caught is you're having the. If I have a burner laptop and I'm using it in my Wi-Fi, it's going to get traced back to me.
No, but that you don't do use it like that.
Yeah,
you'd have
go to a coffee shop.
You'd have a something like that.
Yeah. You wear a hat, and Leonardo DiCaprio hat, and with the glasses, and
not that we've ever considered crime. Just saying, we've watched enough of those violent sex and language movies.
If I knew I was going to come back again if I died, I think I'd do crime. I would try it out. Like if I knew that every human had 9 lives, and I'm proper lives, like you live your life out until you're 65 or whatever, so you can go as far as you want depending on what you do.
Yeah,
I'd come back one of them. I'm like, I'm stealing shit. Like I was definitely just robbing everybody, like everybody.
that could actually be another movie.
Yeah,
Lucky's 9 lives.
Lucky's like, okay, enough of this. Good shit. Like I'm just.
Have you heard about an app called Sky? Would you like some coconut oil? Last week, whenever we try to keep you delayed but still up to date.
Yes, informed but a week late.
Yeah, informed and aware. With things that have been happening in the world, lots of things happening. In South Africa, we've just had a long weekend.
Yeah,
Easter. The world celebrates.
The world celebrates Easter.
I think it's the most religious holiday for Christians.
Yeah.
More religious than
Christmas.
Yeah. Seems odd, since the one's called Christ Mass and the other one's called Easter.
Yeah.
And they're Christians.
Yes. Exactly.
Anyway,
yeah.
It's about his death, though. So it's pretty dark. Something that you may have wondered, or you may have never wondered, why on earth does a bunny deliver eggs to us on Easter?
Don't know. Did you know why Easter changes every year?
The full moon.
The full moon. Okay.
Yes, we try to follow the moon.
Okay.
Yeah. Also, another interesting fact about that.
The full moon after the 21st of March. So that's the first full moon after the 21st of March is Easter.
Generally, what happens is when Christianity started picking up speed, they created the holidays over already set other holidays.
Yeah.
So I think like Christmas is over a pagan holiday, but it was easier if you put Christmas there and you're like, okay, convert.
Yeah. No. Yeah, listen, the Christians did some really bad stuff to the pagans,
Anyway.
Yeah. We're not here to discuss that.
We're not here to discuss this. We're talking about bunnies, baby.
Yeah.
Do you know why?
Why the bunny?
Why the bunny?
No.
Number one, the
Assuming
bunny.
It was the easiest chocolate animal to make. Let's make it a wolf. Let's not. Let us not do that, okay? The bunny is elegant. It's soft.
So
it's lovable.
apparently 15th century was the first instance of it. But bunnies are extremely, it's all about rebirth. It's all about rebirth because it's the rebirth of Christ. So
Yeah.
he gets crucified and then 3 days later he rises to heaven.
Yeah.
Rebirth. Bunnies, they know how to reproduce.
Oh, yeah, no,
They're a massively fertile animal and they
Yeah.
have loads.
Yeah.
So that's the one reason for the bunny.
Okay.
And then the egg is also a sign of rebirth.
Egg. Birth.
Christ rebirth,
Rebirth,
eggs represent
Eggs
birth. So that's something that
Is
about
that
Easter.
why they chose that?
Yeah.
So you say it's as early as the 1500s?
Yeah, that's the first mention of it.
Okay. But they obviously probably didn't hatch Lindt chocolatiers. They had some gross.
I don't think Lind was in yet.
Yeah.
Chocolatier, I like that.
Chocolatiers, yeah. Okay.
So that's something that happened.
That's cool. That's actually quite interesting.
Easter went by.
I actually was thinking about it this weekend because I did like a fun fact about why the Easter holiday changes and I did the full moon thing. But I actually should have. That's actually quite fascinating.
Then, well, like I said, I'm available to be the unofficial producer of your show.
Yeah.
You want me to be? Then another thing that happened in the news. Piers is back, and I'm not talking about a boardwalk pier.
No, you're talking
I'm talking about
Piers
Morgan.
Morgan. Yeah, he's back again.
Lucky was all excited. He wanted to start officially calling a number 2 a Piers.
Yeah.
And Piers Morgan got offered his job back because they were found to be factual discrepancies in Meghan Markle's interview, which backed up his rant.
So what are the factual discrepancies?
There were 17 of them
Jeez, that's
that he broke down into untrue, exaggerated, and unprovable.
okay.
I don't know all of them, but the big one I think that came back was she said they got married before they got married in the church,
Yeah.
and the Archbishop said in an interview, "No, we didn't do that."
So then why would they say that?
I don't know.
Because Harry said that as well. Harry was like,
well, I
that.
don't know. I don't know. It's all about
But that's
Piers is back.
No. The Piers is back, but that for me is like one person lying. We can sit here. If I come on and tell you a lie, Greg can go, yeah, okay, cool. But if I come here and tell you a lie, and then Greg goes, yeah, oh, that's definitely. It's harder for two people to lie about something that's factually going to come out.
But what if we're both idiots and we both thought it was true?
No, but like me, like I got married before my actual wedding day because we had to. It was just no. How did we have to again? Oh,
you see?
the priest couldn't come to the guy that married us isn't allowed. He's not Catholic because he's Catholic in Rome, but he's not Catholic here. So he's Catholic here as well, but he wasn't.
This is getting very confusing.
Anyways, that's
Okay.
yeah.
I know what you mean. I know what you mean.
Yeah.
But I personally, and I mentioned this earlier on a few podcasts ago, I didn't want to watch the fucking interview anyway. You forced me to watch it,
Oh God.
and then we spoke about Piers.
Yeah.
So that's what happened in the news.
Okay,
We're
cool.
done with that. Then the final one is what is a sport that you would not associate with Greg and Lucky?
Well, don't rob me into this because I kind of
No.
like it.
What?
I kind of like MMA. I do. I've been watching it lately, and it's actually quite interesting.
If you don't know what MMA is, it's a mixed martial arts.
Yeah, Conor McGregor
it's
is kind of one of the big
UFC.
UFC guys. Yeah,
They beat each other up
yeah.
for a living.
Octagon, they're in a ring. Yeah.
Actually, it's one quite nice thing about it at the moment is I think all 3 champions in their weight sizes are from Africa.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's actually when that champion, the final guy, when he became the heavyweight champion, it was such a. I watched it. It was
Anyway,
strength like a champion. Anyway,
in order to get to the UFC, you have to fight up. In South Africa, we've got the EFC, but that's an official division. But even below that, it gets lower and lower and lower and lower down the divisions.
yeah.
And sometimes, so it's like back alley brawls pretty
Yeah.
much.
4 ways fights.
So in the Philadelphia wing of the UFC,
Yeah.
there was a fight that happened this week.
Okay.
The fight had to get stopped
Why?
because I will read you the quote from the fighter himself. I felt my finger snapped. He kept pulling my glove and my finger snapped. We kept fighting. When the second round was finished, I see my bone was out in the open. I just wanted to keep fighting because I felt like I had this guy. But the doctor saw that and stopped the fight. His finger was severed from his hand in the fight. Like apart.
That's
Great sport though. Like, wouldn't you tell us that you love it? Tell us more why you think it's so good.
No. But what is the one reason why we love sport? It's the artistic.
Seeing somebody be good at something.
But it's the artistic nature of going. They've taught themselves to be so good at something that anyone has tried to beat them and they just can't. Like when you see like someone like Conor McGregor, like the All Black. Well, it's actually the Springboks because we're the champions. But you know when you see, you're like, they are the best at it. And why are they the best? Because they came to become the best.
Yeah.
So that's why we like sport. But that's
barbaric.
That's barbaric. I don't.
I'm gonna fight this man till my finger breaks, and then I'm gonna continue fighting this man.
Yeah. Like that's weird. That's
Anyway,
why.
so that's some things that happened in the news.
Yeah, there it is. Now
You can talk about it at a bride.
Tell your friends about the guy who lost his finger.
You know you've messed up when you go on Facebook and you're scrolling down and you see lots of people have posted on somebody's wall and they're like, happy birthday, happy birthday. And the birthday was yesterday.
Yeah, you're like, oh no.
What's the etiquette on a missed birthday?
If they're a close friend of yours, do send a message. Say, hey man, happy belated. Or say, I'm, so sorry I missed it. But it's also the thing, it's like, what am I, a calendar? You know? Like,
If you cared about me, you'd remember.
Yeah, but it's like this, like me and you see each other every week, once a week minimum. But I know your birthday. I know it's 25th of May. It's coming up.
Yeah.
That's the day. Cool.
13 March. Don't pull the finger. I know yours. 15th of August.
Yes, but it's like, okay, cool. I see you every day. Cool. Like sometimes, like my best mate is in Australia. I went to his wedding 2 years ago, and I missed his wedding anniversary yesterday. And I was like, oh man.
No, wedding anniversary is different to birthday. I don't care when we got together to celebrate your union. No, I can't tell you when your wedding anniversary was. It was hot.
It was hot.
It was summer.
Both of us are in December. Yours is the 5th, mine's the 16th.
Oh, it was December.
It was sweltering.
I thought it was earlier on in the year.
No, it's the end of the year. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But
no, anniversaries do not get the same etiquette as
you
a
reckon?
birthday. Yeah.
But then I guess it's also like birthdays. No, I do think you can send a message and say, listen, hey man, or hey person, sorry, happy birthday.
Well, so I was thinking we should have a set message now. We should set the tone.
Okay.
So, dear, you are the most wonderful, amazing person. And I'm sorry that
Greg
missed your birthday.
Greg
is the least wonderful and amazing person. And I hope you accept their apology for missing your special day.
Yeah.
Please enjoy the wonderful gift they'll give you next year.
Yeah.
Now that they have your birthday saved in their calendar. Happy birthday from Greg and Lucky.
It's a good message. It's a good message. You know, it's not. And
if you need that, we can WhatsApp that to you. We can send that to you.
I'll put it up. I'll put it up on the screen.
No, you won't. 442 4545. Time for the question crane.
Yes, we do it at the end of the show every single week, and so we pretty much just answer a question. Got 100 questions, and we actually want you to start sending us questions because we don't have any.
Yeah, Torello sent us a good one. He hasn't responded to tell us what he thought of our answer.
Yes, I actually wanted to say the other day, last week we said, what did you want us to do more of in the show?
Yes.
And people came in and said...
We're going to get to those.
Yeah, you want us to do... We'll get to those.
We're working on those. When Lucky's not making hats, he sometimes does stuff for the podcast. Question for the question crate today. What did you want to be when you were growing up?
Yes. When I was younger, I wanted to be a lawyer. Yeah, because I did debating and public speaking since standard 2, grade 5, grade 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, grade 5, and I was good.
Luister hier nou. Jy is wrong. What's wrong?
It's verkeerd.
Verkeerd. Jare, man. The Afrikaans dictionary in my head is just shrinking. The vocab is just disappearing.
Bro, well, I'll try to be Afrikaans at home with the family, and then I'm talking and I'm like, what is that word again? It's like me and you speaking English, and I'm like, I forgot, like, the word
Wrong.
You're wrong. Like, forget what is it? Yeah.
Okay, you want to be a lawyer?
I wanted to be a lawyer. I was like, I could do.
I think
that.
you would hate being a lawyer.
Yeah, no, no, I would definitely hate being. But can I ask you this? When is the dream? When should I give up the dream of becoming a professional rugby player?
It's done.
Is it over?
Yeah.
Because it's done.
Yeah, when you banged up your knee.
Yeah.
And when you weren't good enough.
Now with friends like these, eh? I'm 33 now, so I'm not gonna man. There's no chance. You don't think?
Well, I mean, Francois Stein's still playing, and he's 33, but he's won 2 World Cups.
Yes, he has. Yeah.
I did want to be a sportsman as well. I wanted to be a cricket player.
Yeah.
And I was totally not good enough.
But did you have like a backup plan? Because I was like, I'm gonna be a lawyer, and then I was like, I'm gonna be a rugby player.
I think I wanted to be a doctor as well. I think my doctor was a cool doctor. I'd get a sucker when we went there. So I was like, yeah, doctors.
So that is what made you want to be a doctor, that this guy, man, gave out suckers.
Yeah.
Not that he could
Would you like some hard candy? Yeah. So it did actually work with a man and a child.
It did indeed. All right, so that's it from us. We're going to get out of here.
We'd love your questions for the question crane. We also love it when you get involved, you comment, and I'm not saying that I'm willing to give my hat away.
No, you're not giving your hat away.
But there's a chance.
Also, remember to let us know if you listen, Lucky, Greg, we're keen. Let us know. I think if I get to 50, I'll make the plan. I'll organize. Okay. And then obviously we'll let people know how much they are, and yeah. Hit us up on the WhatsApp line.
Yes.
Yeah.
084
442 4545.
Have a fantastic time wherever you are, whenever you're listening. We'll do it again next week.
Yes.